Protect your online privacy today at expressvpn.com/inside.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Thursday. I've taken your criticisms to heart.
The next generation of consoles is just a few months away, but one console maker already discontinued its current machines. Oh my god, the Soulja Box has stopped production?
We're getting reports that Microsoft has already stopped making Xbox Ones, dropping it like it was the Wii U.
Oh no.
We checked the Amazon US store this morning and some models are marked as discontinued, including the 1 terabyte Xbox One X, which is their most advanced current gen console. Likewise, the Xbox One X all-digital console was also marked discontinued. Let's put our journalist hats on real quick and do some wild speculation.
We also looked up other models of the Xbox One S. They still seem to be there, but in very low supplies, and that seems to be the case elsewhere around the world, too.
The whole world round? No more Xboxes?
Yeah, we're rationing them now.
Only 6 per family.
X not gonna give it to you.
According to the Australian game site Press Start,
Friend of the show.
would it be
Yep,
Press
friend of the
Stat?
show.
Press start, mate. I
Press
believe.
Start. Anyway, Microsoft's Australian website doesn't list the Xbox One or Xbox One X. It's only got the Xbox One S. And, of course, the incoming Xbox Series X, which is due out this holiday season.
Okay, but what did Microsoft have to say about all this?
Well, let me stop you right there, Alana, because in fact, during the record, Microsoft did announce that they were discontinuing the Xbox Series X. Well, the regular One S will still be in production, but the One X and the digital One S are, those are out. Really great timing. Thank you, Microsoft. In a statement to The Verge, a Microsoft spokesperson said, "As we ramp into the future with Xbox Series X, we're taking the natural step of stopping production on Xbox One X and Xbox One S All-Digital Edition. The Xbox One S will continue to be manufactured and sold globally."
Well, the site Pure Xbox discovered a Twitter reply from an Xbox executive, and he denied that it's been discontinued. Dan Tavares, Xbox's console business planning lead, replied to a Twitter user about the Amazon listings, and he said the Xbox One S is still very much available. We just changed SKU numbers. He added, Amazon is just messy in how they show products. All right, and that's the story. Bye, everyone.
So, yeah,
Okay,
have a good,
I'm gonna close
have
my
a good,
privacy shield.
Interestingly enough, though, he didn't mention the Xbox One X. He just said it's available, not that they haven't discontinued it. So other people weighed in saying it wasn't available in their countries. And Tavares replied, "We've seen an explosion in Xbox demand these past months. It's been hard to keep up. Also, the best problem to have." I like that. That was a nice little footnote to end on.
My biggest weakness, I would say it's having to sell too many Xboxes.
Must be all those great new exclusives on the Xbox One, moving consoles. Ooh,
Ori
nice.
Will in the West is still my game of the year, so.
I have issues with that one. I love the first one.
Well, I think you're dumb, and your face is stupid.
Well,
So,
in a year, when I see you again in person, we're fighting.
we'll fuck you up, maybe.
So Microsoft says they haven't discontinued it, but we've got more evidence to point to that shows Microsoft might be sneakily doing so.
Ooh.
The site, Prestat, in Australia, also said they were told by 2 retail chains in the region, EB Games and JB Hi-Fi, that the Xbox One X has been deleted from their systems, meaning they can't order any more.
Meanwhile, the UK newspaper Metro says both Amazon and the US chain Target have labeled the entire line of Xbox One consoles as discontinued. They cited a thread on the Xbox One subreddit, which was started by user Bellis284, who identified themselves as a Target employee. They wrote, "I noticed every single Xbox console we normally carry was discontinued, meaning essentially our store will no longer be carrying any Xbox One S or Xbox One X consoles." Thank you for that tidbit, potential Target employee.
Yeah.
PlayStation employee, more like it.
Yeah, it made me wonder if maybe a surprise early launch of the Series X is on the way. So unless this poster is lying, impossible, that's confirmation on a retail level that this is happening. And if that's true, Microsoft does seem to be jumping the gun just a bit on killing the Xbox One. They're a little too excited to take it out back and put one
Well,
right
I
between
guess
its eyes.
if the Series X is entirely backwards compatible, the Xbox One X is redundant immediately.
They could start selling them as coasters.
So we know the Xbox Series X and possibly a cheaper discless version are due out this holiday season. If history is any indication, it could launch in November. That's when the PS4 and Xbox One launched in 2013. And then the PS3 and Xbox 360 also launched in November, at least in North America. They probably do that to get the console out just in time for the shopping season that historically kicks off the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, the most magical day of the year.
America's
getting in line.
least embarrassing holiday.
I'm about to fight 10 moms.
That is going to be a new level of rage that people of our generation have never experienced, is seeing people do Black Friday shit during a pandemic. Because you know they will.
But Black Friday is still about 4 months away. Maybe Microsoft has decided they have enough backstock of Xbox One so that they can just sell through until the Series X gets here, so they don't have to airdrop them to some poor third world nation.
Yeah, exactly.
Killing hundreds.
Knock people out. It would make sense that they want to move on, considering that the Xbox One was plagued by a number of things and a really bad launch. That E3 was so bad. We'll talk about that in a moment. But first, speaking of plagues, now that we're all experiencing one, don't you want to leave your house less? Well, now you can check the post office off of your list with Stamps.com.
Folks, Alana just said it. We're trying to stay in our houses. We are avoiding crowds at all costs. But what if you need to ship something? What if you need to go to the post office? Well, good news, Stamps.com is here to help. With Stamps.com, you can print postage on demand and skip those lines and crowds at the post office, which is good anytime, especially now during a pandemic, but always nice. Plus, you can actually save money with discounts that you actually can't get at the post office. And as if that wasn't enough, Stamps.com offers UPS services with discounts up to 62% and no UPS residential surcharges. Stamps.com brings all the services of the U.S. Postal Service right to your computer in the safety and comfort of your own home, office, anywhere you want to ship something from. Whether you're a small business sending invoices or an online seller shipping out products, or you're just working from home and you need to mail stuff, Stamps.com can handle it all with ease. Simply use your computer to print the official US postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send it. And once your mail is ready, just leave it for your mail carrier. Schedule a free package pickup or drop it in a mailbox. No human contact is required. It is that simple. I needed to send a check to somebody. I hadn't sent a check in the mail in years. I just printed out a stamp from my own printer, put it in the envelope, left it for the mail person. It was that easy. And like I said, with Stamps.com, you get great discounts too. 5 cents off every first class stamp and up to 62% off shipping rates. It is a no-brainer to use Stamps.com, especially now. It's saving you time and money and keeping you safe in these crazy times. And I know a lot of people say that time is money, but why not save both, you know? Get out ahead of it. So right now, our viewers get a special offer that includes a 4-week free trial plus postage and a digital scale without any long-term commitment. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in INSIDE. That's Stamps.com, enter INSIDE. Stay safe, my friends, and enjoy mailing checks.
So, back to the Xbox One. The console was hobbled by a lack of exclusives and a bad launch that turned off a lot of players, as we mentioned earlier. People flocked to the PlayStation 4 instead, and it became an all-time bestseller. The Xbox One went on to sell about 48 million units by some estimates. Microsoft stopped giving sales totals for the console years ago. That's less than half of the PlayStation 4's 112 million. And it also trails the Switch, which has sold close to 60 million. It's been out for a lot less time than the Xbox One. Like, a lot less time.
But later in its life, Microsoft seemed to right the ship under the leadership of Xbox boss Phil Spencer, friend of the show. They launched a number of gamer-friendly initiatives, became very cool about things like crossplay, and their Game Pass service is widely viewed as the best deal in video games, especially now, because in September, they're bundling it with xCloud.
That's really good.
And Microsoft also started acquiring a lot more studios to get the exclusive pipeline flowing again. They really greased that up. And it does seem like the Xbox One has rebounded somewhat over the last few years, which is what Devari seems to be talking about when he mentioned recent demand being high. But if that's the case, would you not keep making more consoles to keep up with that demand?
I would think so. I would think so. But
I flunked out of marketing. It didn't work out.
I didn't flunk out of marketing, and my answer is still, I think so. I'm pretty sure, yeah. But also, Spencer and other Xbox executives have been making a big deal about how they're going to keep supporting all Xbox consoles through the next generation with programs like Smart Delivery, where you can buy one version of a game and then get a free update for the next gen console, making the Xbox One X pretty damn redundant, in my opinion.
Yeah, seriously.
The minute that Series X is out, you have no reason to buy one because all the games will play on the better hardware.
It's also possible that Microsoft is still producing Xbox Ones, but they've slowed production dramatically as they're shifting capacity over to Xbox Series X. That would explain why we're seeing supplies so tragically low.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense at this point in the console's life to be making as many of them as possible. Sony might still be making a lot of PS4s, but it's been a bestseller for the whole run. It's kind of a different ballpark. Speaking of Sony, they've obviously obviously got the PlayStation 5 coming out this holiday too. It sounds like they're really stepping on the gas too, making as many as possible.
Yeah, according to a report from Bloomberg, they've doubled production of the PS5 with the goal of making 10 million units before the end of this year. Previously, they planned on just making 5 to 6 million PS5s by the end of March 21. So, a superb increase over there at the PlayStation factory. Sony executives think that there will continue to be a high demand for video games thanks to the pandemic. Thank you, pandemic, which has resulted in lots of quarantines around the world, especially with a second wave being a distinct possibility.
Or again, the first wave just never ending.
Never
That's
ending,
right,
yeah.
the first wave that we are still in.
Just
Really what
where
we're in.
we're at right now.
Bloomberg said that Sony began PS5 mass production in June, and under the latest plan, expects to assemble 5 million units by the end of September and another 5 million between October and December. That's a lot of units in just a short amount of time. Have you seen that machine they have that's making them?
No.
No?
Pretty
want
sick.
to.
Let me make
when
sure
they-
I didn't dream that. Yeah, now I can't find the news article about it. So sometimes I dream video game news.
Okay.
So it might not be true. I really am second guessing
Seems
myself.
like an ethics issue.
Sometimes I dream there's a tiger outside my window. I probably also want to avoid the shortages that plagued the Switch earlier this year when people were all hot and bothered to try Animal Crossing New Horizons. I gotta give you my cash.
As for the Xbox, it's safe to say that they've already started production on the Xbox Series X. They're planning on a big showcase of first-party games in just a couple weeks, and everybody's hoping that they'll unveil some good stuff. I think we're all ready for some good stuff.
Halo and
Ori 3.
Ori DLC.
Yeah, the past generation wasn't the best for Microsoft, and it definitely looks like they're eager to turn the page and get the next gen started as soon as possible. Got all those studios working on cool. They acquired Double Fine.
Yep.
That was a really exciting one. Got,
Grounded's coming out soon, where you can play as Honey, I Shrunk the Kids simulator.
Yeah.
It's good.
Grounded, which is listed in
that new
the
Rare game?
Xbox PC application with no date. It lets you install it, but it's only a few kilobytes.
It's the same on console. Yeah.
That app is so fucking broken.
Welcome to Inside Gaming. I'm Brian. It's the weekend roundup. You might remember a few years ago, Microsoft went on quite the acquisition binge, nabbing studios like Compulsion Games, Double Fine, In Exile, Ninja Theory, Obsidian, Playground Games, Undead Labs. They were spending money like drunken sailors.